Hello, hello, we're live, coming to you live. Road trip. Road trip. And nobody's here yet. I hope we have this set up to go into the right places there, Ezra. There's Sir Ross. Good evening.
This is places, everybody. Places.
Hello, Angie Casey. How you doing? Road trip, road trip. Hello, Kathleen. I'm gonna take my glasses off. It caused a weird looking reflection. If I shut the lights off, all you get is the ghostly reflection of the screen in my glasses. I'll take you home again, Kathleen, where once. Good evening, Betty Epley. Good to see you. Angie says she's doing all right. Had a home going to today. Ah, you mean where the roses never fade type of a home going? As you can probably guess, there won't be much singing tonight because we don't have a songbook with us. We can do a few camp songs, but no Glory Echoes. Once or twice.
Yeah, if it's wrong.
I do have I think if it, no, the CD got broken. Yeah, the CD got broken.
Yeah, that or something.
So I think it got broken.
That turns. Yeah. Yeah. It might be in the CD player at the garage. I think I melted it. I think it got partially melted. So it's good.
Where are we going? We are going to Wally World. We are looking for some bubblegum flavoring for candy, and I don't know what the other two are looking for, but they're looking for something. So we're headed to, well, first off, we're headed to town 15 miles from our place to get fuel because it's on the way to our destination. And then from there, we're going to go over to the big town. Uh, Not Des Moines. No. We're not that dumb. Right. You probably should put your lights up. Maybe. That didn't really help much. Kathleen says bubblegum flavoring. Yummy. Yes. The kids seem to like bubblegum flavoring. And O'Shea has a lot of success with that flavoring. He doesn't have quite as much success with root beer or strawberry or banana. What about lemon?
No, I think I can get lemon.
You, oh boy, I'm almost looking like one of the Queen videos. Hey, Miss Canada, see that now? Ay, sí, se lo meto pa. Scaramouche, will you? Howdy, 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 Pat. Teresa says, hi, Amy and kids. Well, Amy's at home with three of the kids. I've got O'Shea and Amos with me today. Kathleen says, I still like bubble gum to chew. I haven't totally grown up. Me either, but I have long since stopped liking bubble gum for some reason. Gum of any kind, I don't chew. I don't know why it is. It's like one day I just never cared. I stopped caring for it. Good evening, Dawn. She didn't get the notification. Well, that's probably because we just went live about 8 minutes ago, maybe 9. Somebody. Oh, Stacy. Oh, and Sister T, yes, we are reading tonight.
It might happen.
Well, yeah, sent me a message asking if we were, so I think I better answer.
Somehow I got on the topic of today.
Now, why would Ron wear a tutu?
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't. I guess you weren't talking about a toupee. Anyway, I could see him wearing a toupee no more than I could a tutu. Larry needs the toupee.
One time that sort of subject came up, it's like, no, I'm thinking toupee. You always see it flowing off.
Jason said, I know. Now you're late. Well, we're here. It's almost time to start reading. Ezra's on tech back at the house, so. I thought about making CJ do the reading on his birthday. Kathleen says, once my mom got in the habit of chewing gum after she was in bed. My dad said he couldn't sleep for her chewing gum. You know, String Bean had a hit song called Chewing Gum. You want to laugh? That was a pretty good song. Oh, responding. Oh, okay, yeah. Ted and Sheila said, hello, Ted and Sheila. You doing all right? Carol says, hello. Mary, good evening. Hello. Good evening. Hello. Happy day. Good evening, Laura. Did you put Ron's text message notification at the Screaming Goat? No. Somebody did on your mother's phone. So Ron texted your mother to let her know that he was on his way out to y'all's, just as the doctor is sitting there trying to explain something to her. And Sarah cracked up.
I texted Ron asking him very well. That's why.
It's still funny. And she's like, I love that.
Screaming Goats just have a stress relieving factor.
Well, then I texted you to let you know that Ron was on his way.
Yeah.
And you responded. I told her, I said,
And then the giggling baby.
Yes. I said, you're going to love this one. Pretty soon, O'Shea responded, and his text notification on my phone is a giggling baby. Sue said, oh, now Sue offers up the Irish Rovers hit. Does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? If your mother says don't chew it, do you swallow it in spite? Do you catch it on your tonsils and you heaving left and right? Does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? Ted and Sheila said, yes, Tony's funeral is tomorrow. Please remember the family. We will do that. You got something wrong with the brakes. And definitely will remember the prayers for y'all, for Tony and y'all, Tony's family and y'all. Debbie's here. And what does she come into? But Up to the White House, the nation's only White House, to voice their discontent unto the president. Answer to this burning question, is it yes or no? Does your chewing gum lose its flavor and the wet toast overnight? If your mother says don't chew it, do you swallow it in spite? Do you catch it on your tonsils and you're heaving left and right? Does chewing gum lose its flavor on the wet toast overnight? Oh, yes. Sue says, oh my, you remembered more than I remembered. Angie says, Joshua 5:13 through chapter 6. I think we read all of chapter 5 last time, Angie. Oops. Debbie is chasing a 2-year-old. How's that working out for you?
Who's winning?
Yeah, who's winning that race?
2-year-old versus Debbie.
Wait a minute. What did we read that was? I think that was that one.
It was something.
I think we went through from 3:1 to 5:1 was the name, and that was the passage, and we were trying to figure out exactly what that was supposed to be. So we determined it was supposed to be through all of chapter 5. But yeah, I Debbie says good exercise. CJ, I got O'Shea on, or not O'Shea, Ezra on Bible. Would you be willing to come in and run the prayer at the end? That way you can write the list and all that stuff. And welcome as CJ. Yes, Amos is driving.
Everybody yell happy birthday to CJ.
Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear CJ. Happy birthday to you. And you live in a zoo.
So you are
19. Minus 18. Well, actually, I'm in a car on a seat, but you know.
Y'all can see
Hello.
I've come to the light.
The good thing is you don't have to hit the prepay out here. You can just pump it and go in and pay for it. Yep.
I was gonna let him go and pay for a while. Okay, well, you do. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, come on, Ezra. You know where we're all off to.
We're off to see the wizard.
But I don't.
Belina, happy birthday, CJ, says Belina. Belina.
Happy birthday to him.
But,
Hey,
but,
silence.
He wasn't in here when that happened.
that was me. I asked that.
Yeah, we know that.
Oh,
Angie says, well, I might be lost this week. It's a rerun. Amos just showed me his handful of diesel oil. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, where are we all off to? We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Well, Sister Valina, if you have pain in several places, you just got to go to where the pain isn't. But we will definitely play. We will definitely pray for you. CJ, we have Valina with her pain, and we have Ted and Sheila and Tony's family. As Tony, that'd be Ted's brother, Tony. His funeral is tomorrow. If you want to put that prayer on the prayer list. Great minds think alike, sister. It's called United. Okay. Not feeling too well. Savelina has been watching her grandson at his house this week while he was off at school, or off school. Oh, I see. Debbie, or not Debbie, Mother asks, says, I need to check on my niece. Have I heard anything? Which niece? I only have like 4 of them, 5 of them. Sister T says, I do have Psalm 5 and Joshua 5:13 through 6:27. Well, Ezra was saying I had Psalm 5. Valina says her niece, back and wrist that she broke, has really been hurting. I think that means weather's coming in there, Sister Valina. So Angie is praying. Oh no, I have not heard anything. So if you would, then, since Mother has been updating me on this particular niece, please keep my oldest, well, not my oldest, the oldest daughter of my sister, in your prayers. Then Lucia is her name. Had some kind of accident. So I have not heard. I've been pretty much off of Facebook all day, Mother, because other than the one stream I did this morning, I've been on the go ever since. Amy had a doctor's appointment, and that took forever. And then I got home just enough time to kick them out the door and use the restroom. Then I headed to work. So. I'll probably, if y'all don't mind, I'll probably just simply read 5 and 6, and then read 6 and 7. What's the last passage, and what's the last verse in 6? Since we're doing 27. Mother says it looks like Jenny's had a rain cloud. Isabella's sick too. Oh no. That's the youngest daughter of my sister. Well, and I think last I heard, Alex was feeling might poorly. That was on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, right around then, New Year's Eve, when I heard that. I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where lonely cattle feed on the lowly gypsum weed. No. What was the oil from? What was the oil from?
It's just all of it.
I see. All righty then, Amos. Take us away, Jeeves. Okay. So, if it's all right, we'll just read 5 and 6. That'll make it easy. That way, if you missed the first 13 verses last week, you get a refresher. If you didn't, well, you get a reminder. It's a win-win situation.
Crash course.
Mother is back. She had issues. Well, one issue is that you had me, but anyway. Oh, no comments from the peanut gallery back there. CJ, watch your keyboard. Not that closely, CJ. You've got QWERTY pointing on the keyboard. Go ahead now. And Psalm 5, yes.
Oops, everybody's keyboard.
That's what I was meaning.
kind of reminds me of that joke about the person that's in there buying on the couch. The couch salesman says, it'll seat 5 people without issues. And the person goes, I don't know 5 people without issues.
Well, your grandmother says that I'm the least of her issues.
That's still an issue, right?
I don't know. I'm about the tallest and whitest of those, mother. I'm the tallest of my brothers, and I'm the whitest of them as well. Oh, I love the fact that we can get together and laugh and joke and have lots of fun. Mother is shocked. I think she's trying to go incommunicado because she just posted a Groucho Marx face. Okay. Yeah, let's watch it. I noticed. All right. Well, let's be turning in our Bibles then. We're going to start in, I think, Psalm 5, is it maybe? Or is it Joshua? Which one are we starting with? Psalm 5 it is. Turning your Bibles to Psalm 5. We should be in the New King James Version. And while you're doing that, do the shuffle. Here. Here we are, but straying pilgrims, here we are, path is often dim, but to cheer us on our journey, still we sing this wayside hymn. Yonder over the rolling river, where the shining mountains rise, soon will be our home forever, and the smile of the blessed giver gladdens all our longing eyes. I almost remember the last verse. But our hearts within us say, yonder over the rolling river, where the shining mansions rise, soon will be our home forever, and the smile of the blessed giver gladdens all our longing eyes. Hear the darkness tempest. No, it's Here our hearts are often fearful of the pilgrim's darkening fall, but the Lord is our defender, and he tells us we may know. Yonder over the rolling river, where the shining mansions rise, soon will be our home forever, and the smile of the blessed giver gladdens all our longing eyes. Mary's here twice. Psalm 5. Let's read, y'all. To the chief musician with the flute, a psalm of David. Give ear to my words, O Lord, consider my meditation. Give heed to the voice of my cry, my King and my God. For to you I will pray. My voice you shall hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct it to you, and I will look up. For you are not a God who takes pleasure in wickedness, nor shall evil dwell with you. The boastful shall not stand in your sight. You hate all workers of iniquity. You shall destroy those who speak falsehood. The Lord abhors the bloodthirsty and deceitful man. But as for me, I will come into your house in the multitude of your mercy. In fear of you, I will worship toward your holy temple. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness, because of mine enemies. Make your way straight before my face. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is destruction. Their throat is an open tomb. They flatter with their tongue. Pronounce them guilty, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against you. But let those rejoice who put their trust in you. Let them ever shout for joy, because you defend them. Let those also who love you name love the name. Let me restart that. But let all those rejoice who put their trust in you. Let them ever shout for joy, because you defend them. Let those also who love your name be joyful in you. For you, O Lord, will bless the righteous with favor. You will surround him as with a shield. Evening, Sue Mills and Craig Follett. Good evening. We're turning over to Joshua chapter 5. Joshua chapter 5. I think I'm going to put my glasses back on. It's far enough over there. I need to put my glasses back on. Mr. Semi back there is kind of lifting. Joshua chapter 5. So it was when all the kings of the Amorites who were on the west side of the Jordan, and all the kings of the Canaanites who were on, or who were by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of the Jordan from before the children of Israel until we had crossed over, that their heart melted and their really melted, you know that? And crossed over. There it is. And that their heart melted, and there was no spirit in them any longer because of the children of Israel. At that time, the Lord said to Joshua, make flint knives for yourself and circumcise the sons of Israel again the second time. So Joshua made flint knives for himself and circumcised the sons of Israel at the hill of the foreskins. And this is the reason why Joshua circumcised them. All the people who came out of Egypt, who were males, all the men of war had died in the wilderness on the way after they had come out of Egypt. For all the people who came out had been circumcised, but all the people born in the wilderness on the way as they came out of Egypt had not been circumcised. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the people who were men of war who came out of Egypt were consumed, because they did not obey the voice of the Lord, to whom the Lord swore that he would not show them the land which the Lord had sworn to their fathers, that he would give us a land flowing with milk and honey. Then Joshua circumcised their sons, whom he raised up in their place, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not been circumcised on the way. So it was, when they had finished circumcising all the people, that they stayed in their places in the camp until they were healed. Then the Lord said to Joshua, this day I have rolled away the reproach of Israel from you. Oh, I see. It's Sticky. Sticky was coming up. And the Lord said to Joshua, this day I have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from you. Therefore, the name of the place is called Gilgal to this day. Now the children of Israel camped in Gilgal and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month at twilight on the plains of Jericho. And they ate the produce of the land on the day after the Passover, unleavened bread and parched grain on the very same day. Then the manna ceased on the day after they had eaten the produce of the land, and the children of Israel no longer had manna, but they ate the food of the land of Canaan that year. And it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted his eyes and looked, and behold, a man stood opposite him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went to him and said to him, Are you for us or for our adversaries? So he said, No, but as commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and worshipped and said to him, What does my Lord say to his servant? Then the commander of the Lord's army said to Joshua, Take your sandal off your foot, for the place where you stand is holy. And Joshua did so. Joshua chapter 6. Now, Jericho was securely shut up because the children of Israel, none went out and none came in. And the Lord said to Joshua, See, I have given Jericho into your hand, its king and the mighty men of valor. You shall march around the city, all you men of war. You shall go around the city once. This you shall do 6 days. The seven priests shall bear trumpets of ram's horn before the ark. But the 7th day you shall march around the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow the trumpets. It shall come to pass when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the trumpet, that all the people shall shout with a great shout. Then the wall of the city will fall down flat, and the people shall go up, every man straight before him. Then Joshua the son of Nun called the priests and said to them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let the 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of ram's horn before the ark of the Lord. And he said to the people, Proceed and march around the city, and let him who is armed advance before the ark of the Lord. So it was, when Joshua had spoken to the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horn before the Lord advanced and blew the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. The armed men went before the priests who blew the trumpets, and the rear guard came after the ark while the priests continued blowing the trumpets. Now Joshua had commanded the people, saying, You shall not shout or make any noise with your voice, nor shall a word proceed out of your mouth, until the day I say to you, Shout. Then you shall shout. So he had the ark of the Lord circle the city, going around it once. Then they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord. The 7 priests, and then 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord, went on continually and blew with the trumpets, and the armed men went before them. But the rear guard came after the ark of the Lord, while the priests continued blowing the trumpets. And the 2nd day they marched around the city once and returned to the camp. So they did 6 days. But it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose up early, about the dawning of the day, and marched around the city 7 times in the same manner. On that day only they marched around the city 7 times. And the 7th time it happened, when the priests blew the trumpets, that Joshua said to the people, Shout for joy, for the Lord has given you this city. Shout. Wait a minute. Let me say that right again. Shout, for the Lord has given you the city. Now the city shall be doomed by the Lord to destruction. It and all who are in it, only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all who are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And you, by all means, abstain from the accursed things, lest you become accursed when you take of the accursed things, and make the camp of Israel a curse and trouble it. But all the silver and golden vessels of bronze and iron are consecrated to the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So the people shouted when the priest blew the trumpets. And it happened when the people heard the sound of the trumpets, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. Then the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and woman, young and old, ox, sheep, and donkey, with the edge of the sword. But Joshua had said to the two men who had spied out the country, Go into the harlot's house, and from there bring out the woman and all that she has, as you swore to her. And the young men who had been spies went in and brought out Rahab and her father, her mother, her brothers, and all that she had. So they brought out all her relatives and left them outside the camp of Israel. But they burned the city and all that was in it with fire. Only the silver and gold and the vessels of bronze and iron they put into the treasury of the house of the Lord. And Joshua spared Rahab the harlot, her father's household, and all that she had. So she dwells in Israel to this day, because she hid the messengers whom Joshua sent to spy out Jericho. Then Joshua charged them at that time, saying, Cursed be the man before the Lord who rises up and builds this city Jericho. He shall lay its foundation with his firstborn, and with his youngest he shall set up its gates. So the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame spread throughout the country. Psalm 5, Joshua 5 and 6. Yes, Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. The Lord fought the battle of Jericho. It's interesting that archaeological evidence has actually uncovered the fact that the walls of Jericho actually fell outward at one point in its history. That was interesting.
They also find that it was through salt.
I'm not sure about that. No, that was Jericho. That was Sodom and Gomorrah. But it was really interesting to discover that. Well, I'm going to let CJ handle the prayer, and so if there are any other prayer requests, remember again that we have Ted and his family as they mourn the passing of Tony, Ted's brother. We have Valina with all the pain areas that she has. We have my niece Lucia and my other niece and her sister Isabella. One is an accident, the other is sick. That we request prayers for, and CJ is trying to find a pencil, paper, and probably an eraser. See, it's not just me that has that problem. Thank you.
No, I'm trying to find my phone so I can dictate.
Hey, O'Shea, call his phone. Huh? Or text it. Hey, Amos, stay in your lane.
I still had it.
You got to find CJ. He's right there.
Hold on, I'm gonna give it
Yeah, it's probably downstairs on the cushions. of that couch that seats 5 people with no issues.
It is downstairs.
Okay, go get it. We'll hold on a minute.
On, CJ.
Boy, did I call that or what? Oh. The Lord told Joshua to go to Jericho and to march 7 times around. He followed faithfully the blessed Lord's command, and the walls came tumbling down. Yes, the walls came tumbling down. Joshua marched 7 times round, then the walls came tumbling down, and the walls came tumbling down. There he is.
Yeah, no, I was in the next room where I was playing video games.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here, and let CJ take over. Y'all, thanks for being here, for reading, and for praying.
O'Shea, before
Take care. We'll see you then.
before that, you need to say whatever you said for the prayer request again. I didn't have any in my phone, but I got it.
Okay, first and foremost, we have Ted and Sheila. I better guess I should say first and foremost, we had Angie. I almost forgot her. She had some sort of a homegoing, and I think that means that they had a funeral today. So prayers for her. Prayers also.
Okay.
Am I going too fast?
Nope. Ted's brother. What was wrong with Ted's?
Ted's brother Tony passed away, so a funeral is tomorrow. So remember Ted and his family as they mourn the passing of his brother Tony.
Okay. Okay.
And then there is Valina with all the pain. She has pain in her wrists. She had a long list, and I can't remember all of them. I apologize for that, Valina. But she had a long list of areas that were pain ridden today. And then my 2 nieces, Lucia, who was in an accident, and Isabella, who is sick.
Okay.
All right. So, with all that being said, y'all have a wonderful evening, and that's all I've got. Any other knees, back, and wrist? There you go. Belina clarifies. So,
okay, thank you, Belina.
Yep, and we'll see y'all later. Actually, we'll see you then.
Yeah, well, hi, y'all. Alright, is there any other prayer requests? Let me go up here and see if I missed anything. I got that. Okay. Knees, back, and wrist. I think I'm all caught up. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. Thank you. Alright, let's pray, y'all. Father in heaven, we thank you for your word, that it gives life to the brokenhearted. It animates our soul, Father. Your word corrects us and teaches us to deny self, to follow you. Thank you for the Christians that are assembled today in your name, digitally by this page. Help us to grow spiritually. Father, help us to resist Satan. Help us to love you enough to submit to you in all things. Father, we have a couple names to lift up to you. Father, please be with Angie and the Casey's as they she had a funeral today, help the mourning process. Father, please be with Ted and Sheila as Ted lost his brother. Father, help the family to be comforted. Father, please be with Belina. Heal her knee pain and her back pain. We know you're the great physician. Father, help her. Help Lucia. Whatever's going on with her, Father, I didn't take the note down right. Father, please be with her. Father, please be with Isabella, Levi's cousin. Help her to feel better as she's sick. Be with her, comfort her. We love you, Father. We thank you that we have this avenue of prayer, the privilege to talk to you. Father, help us never to take it for granted. And in your Son's name, amen. Caribou says I start with Genesis and read at least 5 chapters a day, then start over. I always learn something new. That's interesting. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Jesus, draw me ever near, and then we'll close it out. Jesus, draw me ever nearer, as I labor through the storm. You have called me to this passage, and I'll follow, though I'm worn. May this journey bring a blessing. May I rise on wings of faith at the end of my heart's testing, with your likeness let me awake. Jesus, guide me through the tempest. Keep my spirit stayed and sure when the midnight meets the morning. Let me love you even more. May this journey bring a blessing. May I rise on wings of faith at the end of my heart's testing. With your likeness, let me wake. Let the treasures of the trial form within me as I go at the end of this long passage. Let me leave them at your throne. May this journey bring a blessing. May I rise on wings of faith at the end of my heart's testing. With your likeness, let me wake. Amen. We need to draw ever nearer to Jesus. Walk with the King, y'all, because there's no life outside of Christ. Have Jesus draw you near so that we can all hear, well done, thy good and faithful servant. I love you all. Thank you all for being with us. And until next time, we'll see you later. Have a great night.